Are you multiplying the bounty that you're given in your home? So, happy feast of Corpus Christi. And this is a great feast day in the Catholic Church that honors the real presence of Jesus Christ in the Eucharist and highlights the mystery of his body and blood given for our salvation. So if you're like me, you often do think that you fall short and daily. But Jesus and his disciples, in this case, only had 5 loaves and 2 fish. So how did they feed the 5,000? That's the miracle in the gospel today and part of the feast of Corpus Christi. And how do we feed our family with our meager offering, with what we've got? So in the gospel today, Luke 9:11b, it's always fun when there's an AB, but they're like, ignore the first half of that sentence. Through 17, Jesus takes what amounts to a small meal, so 5 loaves and 2 fish, and feeds 5,000 men and the women and children. And he didn't wait for more resources. The disciples were like, we can go into town and we can get more. And he's like, no, just have them sit out in groups of 50 and feed them what you have. And he multiplied what was offering. He multiplied their meager offering that they had available. And he does this twice, right? And then at the Last Supper, finally giving us true food and true drink, which is, again, what we're celebrating today, the Feast of Corpus Christi. So what does that mean for us? So how do we multiply our meager offerings? So there's kind of 3 components to it. There's faith, there's family and vocation, and then health, right? So faith, we trust in God with our little, the little that we have to offer, we give back to God. So we start our day in prayer, handing him our doubts, handing him our thanks, our challenges, our successes, all of that. Number 2, family or our vocation, right? Our vocation to our wives. We offer what we have, again, our time, our attention, our broken schedule, right? We can offer something like the little time that we have or the little attention that we have. And I think when we do that, we'll see our marriage and kids thrive in a new way. And this kind of ties into yesterday, where we're talking about living today and being present today. We need to fully and truly engage with even the meager time that we have. And then fitness, kind of the third pillar and cornerstone that we have at FORTUS. You can't wait for the perfect gym or diet or equipment or time. Like, I'll do this tomorrow, I'll do this next week. The best time to invest was yesterday. The second best time is today. Same thing with fitness. So, whatever you can do, 5 push-ups, 2 squats, small habits, just reliably doing that day in, day out. And when you multiply that daily, you'll see a huge change. So we're taking this meager offering and we're multiplying it in the way that we can and giving it back to the Lord. And you don't need more hours, or you don't need a miracle. You don't need miracle programs. You just need to bring what you have, give it to the Lord, and let the multiplication begin. All right, that's what we got. Hope you guys have an awesome Corpus Christi feast day. If you're doing a procession and you're in the Midwest like we are, it's going to be like 95 degrees. Be careful out there, drink lots of water, but have a great Sunday. God bless.